Hello. Today is January 1st, 2022, and I am starting a writing vlog. So hello, welcome. So I just did some reading for a critique partner. I read through the third or fourth chapter of a novel that she's writing, and I just did my first pass comments, and then I'll go back and read it through again and add a lot more comments and then do my whole summary and all that. But I did the first pass. I don't have any edits in from critique partners to implement, and I don't really have any input on any stories to work on. So right now I'm going back and I'm going to read through Writers, the story that I just finished writing, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I'm going to read through that now and do some edits. I've been thinking about kind of the mental state of the character recently, and what I want to have be kind of the internal conflict, because right now there's quite a dramatic, like, external stuff going on, but it doesn't really feel like a story right now. So I'm going to include some internal conflict and kind of explain why the character kind of is seeing the world in the way that he's seeing it. So that's what I'm going to be kind of brainstorming while I do the dishes here. Well, hello. Recently I read two short stories. One is The Blue Tiger by Kevin Wilson, and the other was This Rented Rooms by Cora Lewis. This one's in Gasher. This one was in, let me check real quick. The other one was in the South Carolina Review. I also just painted this pig pink. It had been clear, so that's something that I've done. I also edited Writers. I went up from 1,430 words to 1,841 words. So that's what I did last night. I just got some further input from Matt on this story, Hibernation, so you can see what I've implemented in red, as this is like the major change right now, and I did a little bit more line editing. So I also have the critique that I was working on for my critique partner. I have all of the comments that are on the side here, and then I also have a summary down below. Okay, so here you can see for that last edit of Hibernation, I went from, this is what it was before, so 1,926 words, and now I'm at 1,935 words. So I think I'll go do something and then read back through the edits that I just made to make sure that they are what I wanted. And then I'll send those back to Matt for probably the final review. And then I might start submitting this story. Pretty exciting stuff. Hello, it is still the 2nd, and I just submitted the story Hibernation to Reunion, the Dallas Review. I read a story earlier on December 29th called Mary's Waking Dream by Melissa Ridley Elms, and I quite liked that story. So yes, I just submitted. It says that I should hear a response by February or March, which seems very soon. It's just the beginning of January right now, so you will see. I will be submitting this piece to more places. This is just the first one that I have. That is over with. The stuff that I'm like so unconfident in is like addressing the cover letter and like the formatting of the short story and all that. I just I'm using the internet as a resource to figure out what I'm supposed to do, but sometimes there's conflicting information, and so I'm just kind of guessing what they want unless they say something very specific about what they want, and then I definitely do that. So anyway, that is my update, which is quite exciting. So yeah, I had enacted the changes that Matt had for me. I read it over again before I did some other things. I did the dishes and took a shower. And then I read it over again. I read it over aloud. And then I sent it to Matt again, and then he said it was good. So now I'm submitting it. Okay, that is my big update. I think I'm pretty much done for the night. Hello. It is now January 3rd, and it's my last day of time off before I have to just dive straight into quite a lot of work, because we've had some time off of work. There are like a billion meetings planned for tomorrow, so I don't anticipate having very much productivity for probably the rest of the week when it comes to writing. But I will tell you, last night after I submitted Hibernation once, I submitted again. I submitted to Gasher, which I read a few pieces from their fall 2021 issue to just really make sure that I wanted to submit to that publication. And I want to point out two stories. Catharsis as 2005 USAMO Problem Set by Charisse Kong. I think she was like 16 or something. It's a brilliant experimental piece of short fiction. I loved it. And then I also read Green is the Color of Love by Katie de Pasquale, and I quite liked that piece as well. So just pointing out more short fiction that you might want to read. That's probably what all of these writing vlogs are going to be forever. So I've now submitted Hibernation to 2 publications. I think it is done, which is why I submitted it. I think the piece is good. It's my favorite that I have right now. And I'll also mention that the piece that I'm being most drawn to right now, today, is this stone fireplace will be the death of me. So I think I might work a little bit on that. I also might take a break and just like do a little bit of cleaning and that kind of thing, because I have been working so much on writing these short stories, and I kind of need to pace myself a little bit, get into more of like the mode of I'm going to have to go back to work and I won't be able to pretend that I'm an author, you know? The other update that I have is I've been reading this book, Daughters of Earth by Judith Merrill. It is it's 3 novellas. I read one when I was in jury duty, maybe like during summer or something like that. That was called Project Nursemaid. And I think because of where I was, I didn't really enjoy it very much. I'm now reading Daughters of Earth, which I'm really, really vibing with. There's like descriptions of silicon-based life forms. This is sci-fi. It's written by a woman, which is, you know, nice, and it features a female protagonist, which is just, it's refreshing in older science fiction, because a lot of older science fiction can be like super male dominated, and any female character that you come across is like very stereotyped, or is just like for the man. I don't know. Anyway, it's nice to have some representation in older sci-fi, because I quite like older sci-fi, you know? So anyway, I've been reading this and I've been enjoying it. So, oh yeah, the other update, I guess. I've I decided, why not revive two 2-year neglected hobbies. I also got back onto Bookstagram, which I had been on, and I just completely ignored that account for like, I don't know, 2.5 years, I don't know. And I just took a bunch of photos recently of books, and I had some queued up that I never posted. So I am back active on there. Who knows? I might even play a little bit of Breath of the Wild again, just to kind of give myself a little bit of a break. I went on this wild, 2.5 week. When did I start? I started on like the 20th or something. Oh, it's only been 2 weeks. I went on this weird, crazy productivity thing for 2 weeks, and I need to go back into normal mode so that I don't burn out. Okay, goodbye.